say oh one about some back and yo abonofo mesre ho ye hia no wo ye hwa sa de ni ya bia abonofo be ya bibi eni monyam baba ho no ne ba de bibi abede abaka ho bi ba ka se nana aba ne wo ke ya ko me ko bono agasimu last year one thing somebody bibi baba ka ho ana ho ya bi baby yes say be masika kra him ini bi amabia pepe be kan ye ma de no usu ye ko ye ade ye kika ye nsa ye nya sika kakra eno ngo a nana no ya bubi ya nkwa America ye ko America ye ba besi ya bi ye aba si say that can say kidney ye besi hospital e wo sunyane ha na ya rese ya re na ha kankan ya bunu angoa afofo ka ho ya timi ayede ya pe ho ne ma de aba bebo amanfo ho pra ya besi hospital nana no jumadie no oye ye papa nipa o di kan broni a o kasa ye all de mfidie eni nro $5 million no be there o de baba be there o be brae bi ma $10,000 bi ni ba ma say eya kama wa mu say ye wie na don ko ata wan te mo asem ka che se bi ya ye ba ya bi ba ya na ba bi e propaganda ba no Kofi nana wan ba boam amama ye Kofi o ba e on sa ho ba ko e wan wo bi aba e propaganda le ba yo ni ba kan ni nya no kra enu tam se senka bi nya sa mbre ne ba ran wa na mo Ghana ha bibi yesi yewra galan
eye yankasa ye papa ye hene ye nana eye Dormaa Hene akasa ola mpacho ye papa akasa afa eye Kofi asem na ho
Empress me video no na yeah, I was like, okay. So, Iwenitina ebia ama nananye na adwene se opese ono ano mpo e fresh ni wom. Se adene si ene kre ananye ne kre. Se Kofi wapra ana womprai. Se eyampa se Kofi aye surgeries nson ananye nyampa. I think say we de nanima o ka panyini ube ka bibi say no nanka wo so adomo suko kakra na wa hwehwe mu ahu ne kura wu mansa cause panyin de o say make us say me to me bo ko me pese me kano in a way a hwa na akoye disrespectful but the kan panyin udue mate de nti a wo ye ne say wo do waso tie asem ehwehwem ansa no abe kan wasem ana wabe ya no na panyin so say oyi panyin edware na nso asa de tene say o wabotre ehwe se bibia ye okay ansa no akwa akodware etino untimi ma megina bedwam na onka se ebre bia abono man be ya ade efe bia no near propaganda ba be share chire ebia na enekra ebia na bibi say that the occur say last August no the marginal uncle, so I don't know what it was, but the SC December 20th there me nana wadaroma untimi ga say propaganda because wo hu nipa no video and one wati niaka sabi Angel Group of Companies, Dr. Kwakuten, sabi money mo onya akwada na money mo wonye Jimmy for I wonim the edisikai anti obeti 110,000 Ghana cedis or the kutia propaganda owia wasan kwati $40,000 say or the kutia propaganda ka sabi nana we dey say as entwe you na uyi Dr. Kwakuten ehumo bro ne na kuma pasem ni fiwa se sabi ye papa Ibrahim mama onye Jimmy for no so akoyi over $100,000 say or the cost support propaganda. And that's me okay there emu ya na pray say Kofi nte. I pray say man nte and mani and mo bi an country no. Because otia be shine cra. So otia also mo pay psychologist no on any koda. No ko tena ne nchen. Because on any koda nya ne boni mu to ko tena fie o.
Na nya boni.
I say me can I say why
oh David. On
you mean for counseling?
Exactly.
For counseling.
He needs somebody to be around him at this time. Dear Tienu Ofri Bono. Where Bununi? Dear Tosuminu. Sa Bunu Jumedia and no kwa Musimu Nisika, Musika nso. I will be here angel group of companies on be fan alive. And on no Nisika Mudi Chianican or Ninia Magra Dom Sika Boom. At the Camodiano, said the Banji Babefa, because we're Bununi. None home fano. Said Adam Bechemwa. Said Sikana Angel Group 4G. Said Nana, why did now see any Munyamu Bemuno? Answer any Munyam Bemuno. Now say Angel Group for Mamma found a life. Nemum Sika Betia Nawunya. Nipaya will say Niprano. A propaganda no. Sika Modi man on Yan normal rating no. Or Jimu says he can't say because we are Bununi. Before that, Kofi has been promoting Buno Mine. Before that, Okabun Hon Sempa. Musika Modeman was had the Eka who had the APR Angel Forecast. Said on Babefa, mu program in life. Na and Munyam Krona Wokano. Abem. And now Daroma, Senipa, you win in a really at the Pushisa Bonomanso and in Bebenyam. Na, o you nebiasia, who say a propaganda. Say, I feel the own dintia on fray. That's the only thing I won't fee. No, on da crass up a so send a crano, assembly and a cran and a crack. A be an amount for 2 gun and him say, not soon say, and yen a crack. A be a not sebi. One more Joe Mudia catch and say, Kofi propaganda. That's in Yamitiasi. Oh, Yamitias, and make us an as in Yamitias. That's what she na, ye da or shay, sorry or shay. Me sure say Yamini, Yamin, any Abekasa Kofi afam. But the Yamiana Juni said, yeah, attended to him. Because said last weekend, Mika said he has been very much on the suicidal watch.
Yeah.
That's a Mikanoa.
Okay.
So he's harboring a lot of suicidal thoughts. To a two-way count with the Amiam crashing me. Mr. Nana Sabi, a Tom Rabinda Penny, no need be a car, Umia no Sabi a bois. Company say, Sabi or Quasia, or can I no tune create Buniansa for because you know who has more Babeca. It's a young so Quasia for.
One day.
Ah, a babuna matrim. Oh, sir. Okay, me trim babunasa. Me trim babunasa. Okay, and I'm a trim babunasa. But penny kasa nanka yen and you can see young one some. But the work in the one me and Yasamaka when and try it. Many sure would name the details of what has happened. And so pursue who so a quiet of fast in ya Kofi, so mamma Buana and Munyam Rabrono. Opiting of a sack on as well. Naka who de womb. That's a while would ye video call. Not would your name in Casa, who de womb, and son Robert Carry. With the one can ye.
Well, I saw also almost for last week, no more brief you a year, Kofi Adoam in the year. Okay, it's way beside the side of Nana Bay. Nana Dormaa Hene. We be so almost side. The
side be na me could be so Adaroma say wafra na on frame.
On them like what really happened. Sana America.
You know they mean to me ko frame or Hene misane say na dey na see.
Okay.
A police for no some yes adwuma.
Okay.
Was sabi na me nis bono. Ntino asem na some the police station. Na police for hwehwem say e boa payo. Anase nya boa payo.
Okay. Medas. Halifax.
Press.
Yes.
Forgive me, who say Ohine na akasa no.
Yeah.
Na onem say na me twi iti. Nti ma me kabrofo.
Nti kabrofo.
Mbese me nko camera bi sa na mo nka say.
Wo de kabrofo, men ketwi.
Ye do ba bia metu na me de awom.
Yeah.
Dem na me de edin. You see.
I know this too.
Please, to the pure in mind, all things are pure. Thank you. Empress, I understand the chief. So I say maintain as Yameboa. But I see it from a different perspective.
Okay.
I disagree with him.
Okay.
I understand his pain. We are Hene. You are trying to promote your town, your culture, your people. But it looks as if anytime we are the panel, then the media picks the wrong side of it. Okay? It's happened once, twice, thrice. You become frustrated. But Empress, one public relation, public relation, it doesn't happen by accident. What is public relation? It is a deliberate and sustained attempt to establish goodwill between a person or a commodity and the public. The key words there are deliberate and sustained. And to say, a beautiful program, beautiful festival, we'll see hospital, we say, and then your public relations wing is weak. Who's to tell your story for you? The way the media operates, we don't chase good news. All over the world, in journalism, we have this thing we say, when it bleeds, it leads. Negativity sells more than positive stories. And they say, Nana, I see hospital, and now why I say, I say, I can middle page be beside the obituary pages. Class if you so be unkind. You understand what I mean? But I say something negative, it sells naturally. For instance, Empress, one show I ye. You bet me I can send the bree waha. Nyamin pengu. If something wrong happens, that is what will trend tomorrow and the rest of the week. That is just to give an example of how bad news sells more than positive news. So all the positive things he's doing, it wouldn't trend like the bad things that may happen to them unless there is a deliberate and sustained effort by professionals to project, sell, promote the bonus story or the Dormaa story, whatever we want to call it. In the absence of that, these things will keep happening. Empress, with or without Kofi's accident, publicity nana expected say media for nyina de beka a fashion. It wouldn't have happened. There was no way I can beka a fashion from the day it happened to today, March 22nd. I can't judge that. Let us come to the part 2. So when I see a propaganda, what is propaganda? Try say, Assembia enye no kre, but ye the two so. It means there is some misleading information, there is some disinformation or some untruths. Which one is the untruth?
Yeah,
that Kofi's eyes
were not shot in the
see a video. It is trending all over. Into the propaganda no say Kofi boa. I now understand why Kofi press conference no can send or see sometimes or catch any Nigeria say nana say onyayanka ovui because sorti asema ebi mu kafa ne ho a ofili say say no be ye media me wuye po anka say be ye. And then he continued ma amanfo mfanye mia ma amanfo po mfanye mia enye mia me free amia me ye modie mudishi. And I understand why my brother felt if this is the sacrifice I made for my people, accidents there to me see obia so and a same way to me, and this is what you have to say about me, then we point can. I now understand our brother. Me name information and now our original so can say the ekosunu a propaganda try say no cray misleading. But the information I have, and I believe many Ghanaians have, shows that Kofi is not acting. Kofi is not pretending. The video we saw any Photoshop. Musketry, gunpowder entered his eyes. One has gone off. The other one is going blind. Doctors report or there to judge say the remnants of the gunpowder no and there's almost somebody in Accra it could be worse off. We've seen him. When was the last time Kofi said Wajana Bob you could say The boy is not pretending. At least, the town the thing happened, he went to the local hospital there first. And the doctor also, so the doctor at the Sunyani hospital, the doctors in Accra, the doctors in Dubai, Kolebu, everybody came together and said, oh, let us plan a propaganda to tarnish the image of a traditional society. For what? Saying, what is the benefit of that propaganda? So I feel, well, I don't know what information he has, but the information we have, any propaganda. And let me remind Nana again, when you see other traditional areas, now Bia can want some positive light. It doesn't happen accidentally. It is planned. They pay for it. Once upon a time when I was a younger journalist, a distinguished dinosaur in public relations, Mr. Kojoyanka, the one who did the AUCC school, he was handling PR for Manshia. Such a dinosaur. I don't know who is doing it now. Nansaya, my own garment, although I'm from La, Ninga. Nansaya, you are seeing his, PR going up and down. And yeah, accidental. It is planned, strategized, professionals contracted and paid for. So Nana, please, what do you know here? Men feel say obi time, and now obi person mon come and say mamo. Hey, obi mejuma. So get a professional to sell your story, and show love to your indigene, your son, who is going blind because he had an occupational hazard when covering your festival. But don't rub it in. It kills the soul.
Thank you.
The guy still needs help, you can say. If you are not bringing money, and others may want to come and donate, and the chief comes and says, oh, a propaganda, that one, this means, apart from killing the rats, you are even throwing it away at the same time. One kind of way.
It does.
But finally, yeah, Empress, it's a critical thing. It's a lesson to we journalists. Let's make money. So I said, this is what will happen. I do not know, I can't mention 5 journalists who have done more charity than Kofi Adoam using his program. You said one he does everything within his means to seek help for that person. And then Asema to Kofi no. Is this his reward? Ola, what can she go away? Because you see, there are some evil that flies by day. And some terror that flies by night. We name there be better. We can only pray for God's deliverance from evil. Say be two. Or make us say propaganda into be amboa. Let's make money. Now here.
Yes.
Empress.
Yes.
Same way they hear about any tact to address our issue. Video now, boy. And first of all, my main way shaming Kofi Adoam well. A couple of times I had discussion. He's one guy who see ho ebuan kofo bebre. Na it's unfortunate say BBC atono. Inti ne yesenya kopon say obe healing as fast as possible. But asem we are video boy ye na asem a ye discuss. Dormaa Hene or a smart gentleman. If I'm correct, I guess not a judge or so.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Intino onim dia na all kind of video. And now or you learned.
Very.
Or you intellectual. Inti onim dia all. Na me person me figure out where propaganda no fit into nasam na okay. So let's understand the meaning of propaganda. Halifax kind, but I just want to read the exact definition. Propaganda. Information. Especially of a biased or misleading nature. Used to promote a political cause or point of view. So, exact way now, Mark Chen, but Halifax actually summarize. Information
Okay.
Especially of a biased or misleading nature used to promote a political cause or point of view.
Okay.
Propaganda. You know the extended version of the communication or asemana or come. DT and so in nyema bibire sisi na every positive bibie besi wo Dormaa and abono ho bia no na propaganda abeshim. So it means misleading information be kaba positive na so. The inside make sure say or a smart man and you learn and say examples one kasa out of the blue and that's one kasa out of nothingness. Why specific with examples say yenya positive bibi wa ha and a propaganda and misleading information ni be kata so. Yenya another one wa ha and a certain propaganda e be kata so. In this instance, unless of course me maintain your kind, but he was not specific with the exact misleading information. And so one you careful not say okay or assembly propaganda or can directed to this element one you careful be a mistake. Because Empress, let's in be assembly
B.
Kofi Adoam asemu bai. There's been a lot of information connected to Dormaa any Dormaa Hene. Number one, yet a platform where so first time I share video no patrol people on this platform and people outside eka say so that's one information coming from
so we
Dormaa.
get the context for that stuff because
No, like
from the guy who shot. Yes.
I asked because you're assuming everybody knows.
Okay. No.
Just to get the
So
context.
one information the PA figure sim by and say the masketeer no or sheda or sheda. That's one.
Sana
nkofo bi kan say or sheda. To the point where my sister bride and be muka say police phone kwache gentleman no. There was another narrative that says so Dormaa for share that no invite no say ye be hame no. That was another narrative. Now the other narrative also was Dormaa Hene kra no enfre oni obiendi nkomo. So from one incident no when you get the Dormaa connection there's been a lot of narratives. Unfortunately for us and in our ability to actually analyze video and the commentary Dormaa Hene passing, he was not specific with the exact issue. So I cannot sit here and say, okay, masketeer na sabno na oka say man focus say osheda no and misleading.
Okay.
And now say the no she said Dormaa phone na sheda invite Kofi Adoam na say ye ha me no me say no oka say misleading. And now the fact say you say Dormaa Hene and contact Kofi Adoam and the wife since incident or accident no. And then misleading na yet we don't know. That's the only unfortunate bit in this video.
Okay.
Because he was not specific with the exact elements or issue or person just say misleading. Or in connection with the Dormaa phone misleading.
Okay.
But should I make what I say? So I say careful because the man is learned and
he's smart.
Extremely. So I can't be here and be confident in saying so Kofi Adoam accidents now I say anything no, I can't do that. Because Onuakasana was not specific. So I don't know if we're bunching out all the narratives out together and Okaso a propaganda. And I say could be a phone on Okasa misleading. I don't know. It's a major no. Halifax can be about public relations, which I totally agree. Say I say Koba no, yes, Dormaa Hene kasai. Even though no kasa as a session, okay, say nan kompeso be kasa. Baby binti no peso eni die mu asemaba. Somebody has been maimed. I'm be kasa wa to bon toy. Maimed as we pra ye prakese. We did them. Anka PR purposes no. Nanka ebeye fe. Sir, yes. Dormaa Hene are frustrated with the level of propaganda say most of the positive impact via oil or Dormaa. But if you say obe through a hand of I don't know the English word. Concern, care, sympathy, empathy. Yes. And not a messy or cinema a hammer. But propaganda, I feel say or no the entire worker say and that's is a fact because even for the musketeer now I say some of us say no a pure accident. So it could be misleading, and he is right in that regard. It's a honor part dear main fortune. Dear me yakakra the refusal or his inability to extend that hand of empathy and sympathy. So yani a friend sebra. For example, Empress, I say what base member or kitchen show. Me ba no ma be poli me pra. Na exactly na bia yemi wo show na se. Na makofie na maintain won ka.
It doesn't make sense.
Regardless of the fact, so say Empress what ebia o de mako gisiki do like some weird explanation be how. It doesn't mean that you should not extend your hand in terms of empathy and sympathy. That is my only concern with the yes, express all your frustration in regard to how you did negativity and shadow your positivity. But that sympathy need dear should have extended to the gentleman. Or part dear and Michelle. So when you have another opportunity, because you could not be in the public domain. You could do it privately. Because more friend, it's not as if say he went there out of his own volition. He was called. Say you name Juma Udi over the period. So we would want you to bring your lenses, bring your expertise here and cover it for us. That BBS it's only nice, fair, and humane. See you better extend this way, especially in the public domain. You see, public domain na ubia ATO, ubia show. That's where the PR is very important. And in this regard, in terms of the PR, what do you know? Another opportunity on rectify how na make keke.
Okay.
You need DM one.
Okay. Medas. Yeah.
Empress. Initially, when I listened to the comments, I was exasperated, Kakra. Extremely angry.
Okay.
But let me use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Arnold for such an insightful, analysis. Because my uncle, and in fact, the king didn't say categorically that you can say Kofi Adoam dia o yeni propaganda. However, we at this festival activities what is really trending is Kofi Adoam. So it is only right for a lot of people to assume say eno ho asem na wo yeden oka entino oka sano oka bibi say na emom emre nyanso ye emre so a obekasa me try sa amre no
Okay.
na metie na nanum asem now so among everything that is going on, what social media and then TikToker, that is the trending topic. Every TikTok live is discussing Kofi Adoam. The gentleman has undergone 7 surgeries. He's almost losing his sanity. According to Vim Lady post I will make here, or Chema, the gentleman is losing his mind. He's suicidal. All because waye adwuma amana so empanifo bi ani ntino ye hunu no amani nidie say yento nsam frɛ no na won be cover your events because we know that his platform will add some level of value to whatever content that is going to be produced there. Intinana enidie mu adabraka unana mesrew se sa kasa wo be kasa ye. Among everything, whether there's negative news and everything, the only thing that people are eager and willing to hear is what you have to say about this issue. Nana, sebe, ya kan sembe bre afa ho. Se nana won freye, nana untu anamo biamba, nana wa besi ya converting. enso nana sabe wo de hye Kofi Adoam bra wo bre wo ne nkasa mpo wo phone so ye musa say Kofi etesen. So that sympathy, that empathy, that enkrofo channel hosenka wo be ye press conference wo de wo mmoso nkyere mu krampa you will sympathize with the gentleman and his family nana ayira atosini kakra ewo wo kasae mu me mom dey I think say I will support Arnold me print tamu nkase Kofi Adoam situation na wo kire say ye propaganda me print tamu nka
okay
na we be stress nana at least last week me kai say ebia enye sika wo na mum se wada agye kakra bia wo benya se enye se bia wo betutu ntuma atena palankwemu akoho ebia phone sumpo a wo betumi afre busa se wo de hye no akosi sen emu te sen edie na eko die ne ye ya afa ho enu nkoda no Empress up till now Empress yenti police hu kan was asemu and I am one kakra ola kasawi na me buso ola say could it be say I just obia ko report case na nsa na police betumi act ya na am robbery e call so is it at Dabraka or somewhere you shoot police ni bia e woni tima owuye I don't think somebody had to go and make an official report before the police acted. Why is it that this particular issue, where clearly is stated in the law that governs this musketeer in conform to where he has a yatre near Emranica, I don't think that up till now a post for any Hoshe. Obina show me some more mass anymore.
New IGP.
And if you are found, I feel you new IGP, and don't just say I'm Robbie because we baby. You Obia and young Wejuma.
I said we no court the table.
There be as some see and I was sitting IGP at the time IGP dampering and it so up to now we've not heard anything. Is this somebody that has instructed them not to act upon this issue because it's very strange? Mamia ye shutu ni wonungwai gentleman ye nchini man remand ye I don't think up to now Kofi Adoam asem yenya police phone gentleman not to yen to me and friend to turn and no asem mpo. Yes, Anana in Sembia course to social media menyama kojiedi because it's so strange that someone in the general public, because of festival activities, shoots a gun and it hurts somebody. It is an accident. Dan me my example. Lewin accident okonya ya sebe min kan ebusia for yaw. Akole bi free mu na ye accident. Lewin an sorry efifi an kase na me kwa ko drive me the car ko bobi. Funny face de the car ko nu nkrofo mu wo runabout bi na ye accident. Enye boapayo. And what is so different from Kofi Adoam situation we ntia apostle entumi nem? What is so different? It bothers me so much. I can't fathom. Mentiasie. Hey. Mentiasie Empress.
I can't. Bathroom or
I can't.
Fathom.
Mentiasie. Yes. I just.
Like a home farmer.
I just sympathize with the family because they know what they are going through. Me, Danana Meka, Kofi Adoam, I've never had an encounter with him. I've only experienced him through television and Ejuma Oye. I can only sympathize with the family. And Mwabi Woha Nebe to me, I think we help. But as it stands now, I'm highly disappointed and highly gutted in the police service. I am. Honestly. I'm highly. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Ghana police. No, this is not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what we say. Program Canada. US. Email. Lydia, who will be become? What's the also?
Honestly, Because asem ni minimu bibra. It might take just pockets of it on, social media. Meaning maybe Kofi through social media. Menti asem ni nyina ase. But just listening to, the contributions from everybody. I think the danger of sometimes the media and social media is Sasem Sina, you form all your opinions based on Nyankofo Keka. It will just bring a lot of confusion. To me, I have a simple belief. Say, where you are downfall, and now say, where you be na many issue. And that's why you'll be a minimal in any capacity. Maybe we are in the same industry. BBC are memefro direct. A lot of this could have, in my opinion, again, I don't know too much, could have really been solved with a simple phone call. Yeah, na asemsi na uko internet so a wunim Clemento a wehwe na wuchi no po asem ko senyankofo betumi a describe situation. Like I said, I don't know a lot of the details, but sen obi betumi a describe no, you believe it, you think that that's exactly what happened. Na ebia ono anka ahwe but just based nkofo more calm no and some of back can walk out to na ubuefu say they have put him up to it. And I'm just hoping, first of all, I'm wishing him, very speedy recovery. I mean, the little I've seen, it just looks really sad. But I hope that there will be some form of, conversation and then, understanding. Yeah.
Thank you.
And maybe a chum, assembly see or Ghana say. Emma obi ani sa some call demonstration and obi ani sitting president and I say vice president me hu say okosra no Emma o ye donations ni ade nyina nti em say honhom bi abe kata o man so a Emma nkrofo friend nkrofo check first na honhom no good obi pra obi timi kosra no ba honhom bi aba avido bi kura o friend no misano ya to abanwe na asem esi ya terms mo bi asa abebutu ama say obi pra one of friend pa no aba no ka first na ka mo check it basisi ade o hene friend no vice president friend no Obi a friend no, but first vice president. Obi a require of you to make us run. The one be a kata. Yes, so. But on the more serious.
Ola.
Many another baby are doing. Because as I discuss, I don't know, just like buying video na share and say you share see. Yeah, I'm just starting. Any masema or kind into me discuss the video.
Okay.
No, I'm moko feeding a beer. Yeah, she could do a chicken kanka. But the propaganda, some no can there. It looks right. Factual. Say anytime you be beer, even if say Kofi Adoam issue no crana, a big fashion. Minim after na minim fashion, but minim say Kofi Adoam pride. Into that issue no, and I be propaganda. Echo against at the papa na ankomo ye no so enti eno na me ne ya adwen say de bi on baby papa bi abibi bone ebe ye se me ba police ne so asem na we kan na eno so ye hwa obetimi ni papa na ya adwen because Kofi eno epra na epra no parents say access me nye sure say ahemfo na say mom to na hwe no obekọ hospital a 2 hours so the hospital send a Kofi level 1 police baby but Kofi kasemu no so ye video one ka police assembly ne concern say ohene mfre no enti also hwem mu bia as a targeted to ohene no is because what
is the police doing about it? Sena we bisano. But Kofi na also man say information. Or no am to just say you call police say. Inti nkofo na ache o matum ana you say ohene mbe ansa bibi. There's nothing like that. Inti ohene so
say Kofi na dey call police station.
Definitely a Ebeko police station. Me, I'm thinking say it 2 SM there Ebeko, but back of the arm also, the wife saw arm also say police crash say anything, but no more concern. They say, "I say any Japan say oh nene friend." And say honno oh nene no me oh nene because at least I have afro. Or chame and so I show and I say, "Omu di wechiko hospital ni Sandeman." It is a me kwa me frewa. I don't know, but I feel say me in Paboninianas. So I'm imaging, and yes, because you see, I'm in name, so hina friend and own friend, mean to me. And see, Master say, yeah, can't say same way now.
From Mobi, from personal source.
Own friend. And then I just address it for him. Nana, I'm cousin, okay, Bruno. Best sell. Best go to best, sorry. Be pa chow say umba na be shoot nani best rate but benya bre papa or a very lovely person or sorry if here Ghana in na feel pa say pa chow Kofi or this year or Ghana this year and so or this year more until they say nya wo hompo e na asem ne to na asmato this year. I'm trying to say in free fashion. Yes, he can be the highest Bunoni or Dormaa person in Ghana. Minim Obiba or yes or level. Artist ni be a guru. Koko Mune at the back of he is one of the highest rated. And he said, "Assembly to no akrampa oh dear." It's also a friend say Kofi na to sing when in a crossing. Be na yes so you bet makosra na. Yeah, because assembly say me who say Mobia Ayeden Akosra. Ezemo
Wako.
Me they say me there.
I don't think so.
What can I do when you love me so?
Ooh la la! Christ Hold presents a gala party, extra Venkesa event for the inauguration of my basic needs charity foundation, Kingdom Rascal, Mommy Abundant, Battle Life, UK, Shiami One, Ampaya Bega, dates, 3rd May, Danbaya Miminda, UK Abroachment, now you was surprise artist with Brass Adam, Ampaya Ebega, where you any kind, now to make it and Battle as the Newton Academy, 1 click full palace in Ford, XX-IG1 1FY, a home and a Jumanji Challenge and Battle Life, Media Partners, Heritage TV, Long TV, Colorful Radio, Ghana Gospel UK, Root and Dynamics TV, Kingdom Favorite and the Ministries TV, Vibes Motions, and Obiba DTV. MC for the show, MC Code, DJ for the show, DJ Dioba Authentic. Time, Ebesha says 6 p.m. Now you're 2 a.m. Plus 447 4962 50747. Call this number for any information. Admission is free. Dressing out when you're news who chat. Donations are welcome. You are the first and
What can I do